Hey guys, welcome to Saute Pan High School's Culinary Arts Series. Another video. Today we're going to talk about sauteing. It is one of those things that we do probably 90% of the time. So this is a large piece of Lego. It's a piece that you should practice. And I'll show you a few techniques to help you in the practice. First off, there is a difference between a frying pan and a saute pan. A saute pan has sides that are slightly curved. A frying pan tends to have straight sides or at a slight angle, but no curve to them. If you're going out to buy a new pan, you're best to buy a saute pan because you can saute and fry, shallow fry, in a saute pan, but it is hard to saute in a fry pan. Hopefully you understand that part. So you were looking for something that has this little curve here. I've got another one here, you can see. And what it does is it aids in the cooking process when we want to flick those pieces over. Now saute in French just means to jump. So we want to flick those pieces over. And if you watch videos of chefs working in kitchens and stuff, and you see them and they're tossing stuff and the flame and everything, they're using a saute pan. Okay, so it is quite easy to use. It is not tossing it up and down. You're going to have everything all over the place. It is just a backwards and forwards motion, and this slope here causes the stuff to flick over. How are you going to practice this without having a piece of chicken or something like that? Well, easiest thing are some beans or some rice. And you can use them, and then you won't waste them. I probably would say to you, at the beginning, take it outside, especially if it's rice. Saute or practice the saute and the action out, maybe outside the back door in your backyard or something, because sometimes that rice goes all over the place, and you got to clean it up after. So I'm going to just take some of these beans here. And hopefully I don't make a mess. And it's as easy as that. And maybe if I do it this way, you might be able to get a better shot in the camera. So it's not an up and down. It's just a backwards and forwards motion. Now, a couple of things about a saute pan. Don't overload it. What I mean by that is don't put too much stuff in it. You got to preheat it first before you put any oil or butter or anything like that in there. And if you have a non-stick one, of course, don't use any metal to scrape your stuff. So let me show you that one more time here. And then I'll move over to one of the stoves, and you can see it in action. Okay. Okay, guys. So we're talking about sautéing, and we're here. I'm preheating my both these saute pans. Just giving a quick heat up. Put them on high. I have some salt and some pepper here, and I have a towel. Great idea. You need to have a towel with you all the time. So I got some just diced onion here just to show you. Basic process. You might say, well, why do you need a towel? Well, handles might get hot, and also as you're cooking, you know that I've been telling you all the time, clean as you go. This way, if you have a nice towel and you get little splashes as you're cooking, you just grab the towel, give a quick wipe down, and you just time wiping as you go. That way, when you finish cooking, you don't have such a big mess, okay? Or the little splashes don't dry into your work surface, and just a lot easier to clean up. So waiting on these things to heat up, I have a little olive oil right here in this can. And pan is almost hot. I'm going to take a little drop of the olive oil, not too much, just a little bit. And we'll put a little bit over here too. Now, as you're working the pan, be very careful that you don't overheat it. You do need it hot, but you do not need it to be too hot. This oil should not be burning. You should not see smoke or anything from it, okay? It should be hot but not smoking. If you see the smoke, move it off of the stove or the hot part of your stove to a cooler part. Move it backwards and forwards. You can then turn it down slightly if you need, but use your stove. Use those cooler spots to kind of take some heat out. You can see this one starting to smoke a little bit. I'm just going to put it over here, and it'll kind of chill it off a little bit, and I can bring it back. Now I'm just going to move that heat down slightly on this burner. It's kind of a pretty hot one, and both of them are ready. So that being said, I've got some onions here, and I'm just going to put my onions in. Now, as it is cooking, see that motion? See the way it hops? The same here on this one, the smaller pan. Now, there are times that you want a little color in the onions, and there are other times that you want to have it keep them white without color. So you have to be quite careful. Use their heat. Keep it moving. And it's that easy. You take a little bit of salt, a little pepper, toss it together. Make sure those splashes. And it's that, there we go, okay? So that was just a little demo there on sauteing, and as we go through the rest of these classes and stuff, I will show you sauteing bits of fish, chicken, etc. like that. So please practice first, use some beans, watch the heat on your stove, and have fun, okay? So thank you very much for watching, and it's goodbye from Chef Frank here at North Bend High School. Thank you.